looks like Disney and Marvel are desperate to prove their critics right, because what did we say about a series like She-Hulk from the very beginning, from the moment we saw the way that it was marketed? If you decide to hire exclusively lonely, bitter, single women in their late 30s that have no children, and you decide that you're going to market to those very same people, it's probably not going to make for a very successful show. And absolutely, the audience rejected this in its entirety. And what have people also been saying about Disney for the past year and a half? A lot of criticism of the way that Disney is trying to sexualize children. No doubts about that. That's what they've come out and said that they wanted to do, even in their own meetings. Well, now you have articles like this and information like this that's coming out from the director of She-Hulk. She-Hulk director Kat Coiro wanted to make a sex-positive show that kids could also watch. Couple problems going on here, don't you think? It might explain why this tweet is getting ratioed to hell. So the show is for nobody. It's a good way to put it, George. Look at this, 600 comments to 265 likes. More quote tweets than they have likes on this thing, because people shouldn't be as surprised necessarily, because this is Disney, this is the new MCU, but they are pretty disgusted that they would just be so blatant to come out and say it like that. A sex-positive show where we can show She-Hulk just basically living her life trying to get laid. That's basically what this is. But also make it for children. That's how these people think. And when you hire women that have no children, who are in their late 30s, who are bitter and lonely and angry at the world because they haven't found the one for them yet, maybe they're just pissed off at men now, this is what you're going to get. People that have no understanding of what content should be like directed at children, but this is what you're going to do. People that want to manipulate your children like this are absolute degenerates, no doubt about it. But let's dig into this article. Maybe there's something beyond the headlines. Then maybe we can get some more information on why the She-Hulk director wanted to make a show about sex, but it's also for kids, don't you know? Holy fuck. She-Hulk director wanted to make a sex-positive show that kids could also watch. She-Hulk Smashes by Mr. Patches. Thanks, Matt Patches. A history of breaking the fourth wall gave Marvel and Disney Plus She-Hulk attorney at law permission to break pretty much any rule in established MCU. But what truly opened doors for the creative team, series director Kat Coiro tells Polygon, was Tatiana Maslany's take on Jennifer Walters, the hustling lawyer under She-Hulk's gamma-radiated green skin. Jennifer was decidedly not larger than life, at least not in human form. And without a ticking clock evil villain premise pushing her in every direction, Marvel got to explore superhero-dom in a totally unique way. The thing I always loved about the show were the smaller moments and being able to see a superhero coming home, kicking her shoes off after a long day at work. That was basically the entire show. There was no plot. It was just them sitting around, Jennifer complaining about her life, complaining about her job, complaining about the fact that she can't get a dude, just desperately trying to get fucked each and every day. That's basically what this show was. While Coiro was thrilled to stage Daredevil hallway fights, and the momentary season finale brawl, which she reveals thanks to a loopy schedule, was the first scene she shot, she was excited to take the series to uncharted places, specifically the bedroom. We always felt like there was a fear around sex and the idea of sex positivity. So it was our job to keep having the conversation. We want to say, look, she's a woman in her 30s navigating modern life. Sex is a part of that story, and ask how far we could go. Maslany was game to take the character there. I know it's something that's very important to her, this idea of sex positivity and kind of smashing the rules when it comes to women and the way they're perceived. A lot of conversations about sexualization in the show came from Tatiana, and we're with Tatiana. So Tatiana, was very important to Tatiana Maslany that She-Hulk come off to be a slut. That's what she wanted. She wanted to be sex positive. She wanted to make sure that everybody knew that She-Hulk was a whore. Well, mission accomplished. That was no problem at all. And listen, we do have characters that get around in the comics. We have She-Hulk. We have someone like Daredevil. They do have partners in the comic books. There's no doubt about that. And on principle, I don't have any problem with them hooking up with the show. I said that in my review. My problem comes when you decide to make sex a priority, and it's sex positive as a priority for this show, and yet market it to children, which is what they're admitting that they have done as we continue in this article. With the resume littered with character-driven comedy, it's no surprise one of Coira's favorite moments was season 1, teeing up a classic rom-com moment after Jennifer and Matt Murdock hooked up. Okay. She-Hulk is easily one of the horniest shows currently streaming on Disney Plus. This is a man who wrote this. This is a fucking man. Hold on. We gotta check this out. Oh my gosh. All right. Never mind. I cannot believe that you don't have pronouns in your bio, Matt Patches. I cannot believe you don't have pronouns in your bio. Let's continue on. She-Hulk is easily one of the horniest shows currently streaming on Disney+, and for that, one of the most refreshing. But Quiro said her goal was still to deliver a show that could play to the broader, youth-skewing Marvel audience. The director says She-Hulk's the first show she ever really worked on where she was receiving voicemails from 9-year-olds begging to hear what happened next. And her parents and friends who don't normally watch Marvel were hooked on She-Hulk. You mean probably all your friends that were in their late 30s and also hate men? What a surprise. Also don't have children, also don't like Marvel, because that's who this audience is for. It's for people that don't like Marvel, that despise men, that don't have children, and are just lonely women trying to desperately get fucked. There was a greater responsibility and challenge to make She-Hulk be everything for everyone without losing its commentary. We wanted to make it realistic about a woman navigating sex, but also make it something everybody can enjoy, including children, because there's an element of the show that is really fun for young people. So we want to make the show about navigating sex. Keep that in mind. That's what's going on here. This is not about how do we fit in the broader MCU, how can we make these characters relate to other characters that are pre-established in Marvel. No, we want to make a show about a woman in her 30s trying to get laid. We want to make it sex positive. Sex positive for these people doesn't actually mean a healthy relationship. It just means fucking anybody that you can possibly swipe right on Tinder. But we wanted to make sure that we could also gear that towards young people as well. These people are truly fucking disgusting. And, you know, I think the vast majority of the people that are involved with this probably do not have kids. I'm sure there's a couple. For the ones that do and are still willing to do things like this or market to children like this, you gotta be really worried for the well-being of those children. Disney's been pretty open about what their goals are when it comes to children, when it comes to their programming. We've talked about that for a long time. We heard those internal leaked stories about our not-so-secret gay agenda, what they want to do to sexualize kids, all of this stuff. It's no secret. And now it's coming through even in shows like She-Hulk. And they're very upfront about it. I'm glad it's getting absolutely fucking destroyed on this tweet, that some sanity still remains, even on a cesspool like Twitter. This thing's getting fucking annihilated. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my PO box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.